Okay, this morning we're going to have a marathon Hypertufa making session, and what I'm going to try to do is use these 3 bowls that I have that fit inside each other. They were a matching set of 3 I picked up at a garage sale. You can see how many that I've used, but they all fit together, so I have 3 different sized Hypertufa bowls for this project. And depending on how much we have left over, I've got that little squared trash can with the ripple edges, and then also a sweet and low box that I'm going to try. So what I mix together will determine what I come up with. We also have some plastic to line these with. Since I've used them several times, I'm not sure that it would come out real smoothly and evenly if I don't line it with plastic. Now I use pieces of either shower curtain or tablecloth that you can get for $1 at the dollar store. And those can be used over and over if you need to. And so we're going to get ready and do a marathon Hypertufa making session. Now of course I'll make a plastic liner for each of those, but for the demo purposes I just wanted to show you that one. And what I'm going to mix it in, since I'm making so much, we're using the mixer. So we will get started on this right away. We have mixed it to the extent we think it's ready. And now I am just going to scoop some out into our dish. It's a little awkward doing this with the camera and with the light. Well, let me see how well I can do this. I think I'm blocking it with my arm, but is that okay? One more scoop.
One more scoop.
There. I'm going to reach in. We've got it all filled up. And I'm going to try to show you scooping it into the dish we're going to use. Okay. It's a little hard filming and getting it done, but we're doing our best. Now there is a big pot over here. You can't really see it. Here, let me swivel over. We're putting it into that with its liner. So here we go, and let's move over to forming our pots. Okay, now I've got my lump of Hypertufa mix into here. Let me straighten out my plastic, and then what I'm going to do with this lump is form the bottom. Jenny's working on another pot right here in the background. So we're getting 2 done at the same time. So you can see how fudgy it is. That seems to be just about the right texture. And all I'm going to do is press it around the sides. Now, I hope I don't get my arm too much into the front. And a few of my pots I think I've made just a little too thick on the bottoms. So I'm going to be sweeping it up toward the sides. And as I go, here, let me do it on this side so you can see. As I go, I kind of pull on this to try and get some of the wrinkles out of the bottom so I won't have any folds, anything like that. And then what we do is just keep working and working until we have the whole bowl formed. Pressing out all the holes, air holes I should say. But this will work just right, I think. Now, in particular, need another scoop. In particular, for these particular bowls that all fit inside each other, are wonderful because you can use each of them as a liner. We're going to stack these all 3 up. and it'll kind of be its own little holder that keeps the sides from slumping. And then we'll do the same thing for the top. And if necessary, I can always just fill it full of sand or something like that. But I just keep rotating, sliding. I know you've seen me do this so many times, and I feel like maybe it's not necessary to keep doing it again and again, but if you're new to the channel and you've not seen some of the older ones, this is how I do all of my Hypertufas. I make mine typically inside. I like inside a mold better than outside the mold. And then I've not tried, if I recall, like making it in sand, but there was a cute little bathtub mold that we just showed on the Facebook group page. A cute little Hypertufa shaped, well, it wasn't Hypertufa, it was just a regular little moss basket, but shaped like a bathtub. And then they had like a little doll head poked in the corner of the tub. And yeah, a little bit more. Thanks. The little bathtub with a doll head shaped, sticking out of the corner, and then it planted with a string of pearls. And it made the cutest thing with just sort of a wire basket. But I think making something like that with a Hypertufa mold would be excellent. And that is something I may try later on, as soon as I can figure out how to get me a bathtub mold. And we've had suggestions in the group to use a sand and just kind of shape it into the mold shape you want. And I may try that. That will be my first venture into shaping it in sand. Okay. I think I'm good. Now I've got this mostly filled all the way around. Just kind of go around and look and see if you see any I have a cameraman who's just walked in. In fact, there's two in the team who can point down and show a little for me with this handle. See, I am working toward getting my sides built up. So I want to make this just a little bit thicker. So let me keep going with this and we'll be done. How late is it? Oh, okay. It's late. Took us a long time to get this stuff mixed up. I'll have to put pictures of my camera team into the movie. How do you think they look? Now, do you want me to press yours down into mine to be its wall? Are we ready for that?
Yeah, I guess we could.
So what do you think? Do you think I have my wall thick enough?
How do you zoom out?
Oh, you have to twist the lens, but... Okay, there it is. Okay, I think this looks good enough. Now, what do you think, Jenny? Should I put yours in the top of mine now and see how that works?
I guess.
Yours looks really good.
Mother, you're too nice.
Jennifer. So I think I've got this ready to put the other one inside of it. And this is what we're going to do. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to press this down. And that sort of makes me a slump guard right here. So I'll just go along on these corner edges and just make sure I have it pressed down so it's nice and even. And that way there are two of them being formed together. I hope that makes sense the way we've explained it. Now, and we're going to do the same for this one. Jenny's got this one made with nice smooth sides, real thick and nice. And we'll take that form and just set it right down inside that third bowl. We're just going to set it right down inside there and just press down. I don't know if you can hear that air. It made the sound of air escaping. And then again, I'll just press that down. Make sure we have a nice even top. So want me to swirl?
Yeah.
And there we go. And then we have a third bowl in the top that we'll just go ahead and ladle in some more. How are we doing on supplies?
We got a lot.
Well, we are going to have a lot of Hypertufa bowls made here. Okay. Too close?
No. This camera has a zoom in and zoom out function.
Uh-huh. Well, I didn't know if my edge was underneath the lens.
Brain dead.
Oh my God, this is gonna weigh, this wet cement is gonna weigh 7,000 pounds here, but we're gonna get this. Okay. Let me get all of this pressed in. I can feel it swiveling in the pot. I'm going to lift it up and make sure everything's fine. Oh yeah, it's kind of got a suction on it right now. It's good. So, let me just continue. I need a little more.
Oh, I can get it for you, Mom.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm getting this one ready.
Get that one ready. We might need to roll this once.
Okay.
Shall we roll it? Yeah. Jerry, don't touch inside. Okay.
You got it all?
I'm good. I'll stop now.
Jacob, grab me another pair of gloves.
Do you think it needs any more water? It's only been about, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes since we finished that.
Here's
Okay. My time is still counting down, right?
It's counting up.
You haven't been how to work it down.
It's not counting down.
Okay. Well, you know what I mean.
Okay.
My cameraman's trying to get technical.
You want me to do this next, right?
I'm ready to do it.
I didn't
Do you
know.
think it needs the thing?
I wasn't sure.
Because I definitely want that side to show up.
So should I not do it?
I say spray it with that stuff and let's do it like it is. It's over here. Okay. Now this should finish off this particular bowl. Let me press his sides to get them kind of smooth and even. And it doesn't appear that it's going to slump. Let me look and make sure I got a good side. What do you think? How's that look, cameraman?
It's good.
Okay. Now, make sure I got some depth for those plants that we want to plant a little deeply. I think that's good. I think I need to build up. This side looks a little bit lower. So I think I want to build up a little bit on that side. Now, since we've got a regular assembly line going on this one, we will have a lot for the fruit of our labors, I think.
I think so too.
All right. I like that. Okay, now I think that's going to be nice. Now this whole stack could go down inside a garbage can to keep it moist and let it steam cure overnight. Let me find a garbage liner. Okay, now I am going to push this to the side. And I've got one of those big, deep garbage cans, and we're gonna set this right down into the middle of it. And just enclose it. And then we'll set this over to the side and let it cure for a day, possibly two, since I got so many in here. And then we're gonna move on to the next one. Jenny, you can scoot yours over into here. Look at that one. Isn't this gonna make pretty sides onto this can? Okay. More?
Yeah, or yes.
Are we gonna have enough of that box, do you think?
I don't know.
Just go around the outside so you don't go outside. Okay. You need more?
I think so.
Now I can put something down inside it, the same as we did others. I think if we just bring this right up to the top, that would be perfect to show that nice side. Don't you think?
I think so too. I really like the side. And I like making sure it's really pressed in to have a lip. Or like a whatever, I'm sorry.
Do you think you need more or not?
None
First of
needed.
all,
Let me push down
As
the
long as
bottom.
it's got a nice thick walls at the bottom, I don't think we need to worry. What do you think?
I think I'm almost done.
We are
For-
making this a joint effort by everybody.
It's always
My
fun.
son has come over and we're going to go out to lunch later. After we get all cleaned up.
Yeah.
I was meaning you.
This one side is not. I think I need.
Just one strip around the outside so it won't come out.
I think that looks good, Thomas.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think I should pull some up here. I think this
You
is
think
a
he's
little
lower?
bit too thin. You think this is too narrow in here? Over here. You know what I mean?
What do you think?
You think that's
Little-
good enough?
We need a little more. What do you think?
Do you like it?
I think it looks good. Now, how does that look camera-wise? I think it looks good. Here, you take a look.
I think it looks good.
I do too.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
this appears to be just about the right consistency that I don't even think we need a inner for this one. You know, like a bag of sand or anything like that to hold that. So let me get a bag for it and we'll wrap him.
Mother, for this sweet and low, do you want me to put a bag in it to form it?
Yeah. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with this. If you think it needs to come down, you can wind him down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now this one, I got another bag. Hopefully that will fit this. And I'll bring it up and tie.
Yeah, you can go ahead and start.
Now you can see that's not really airtight, and I would like to keep a little tent. So I'm going to put another one across the top. Just to be sure that we have our nice little steam tent for this to cure. And then that's another one. And now we're moving on. We have this nice kind of a shallow box. It's from the large boxes of Sweet Mo packets. That's going to make a nice shape.
You can go ahead and dump.
I'm also going to do an ice cream box while Jenny does that box. I think we have enough left in this. And I am just going to do this. I'm going to try it just as is with no liner. So this one I may regret, but we don't know until we try. This particular one has a nice little ridge along the top that'll almost make a collar look for it. So I really like the way that looks. Are you doing okay, Jenny?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to be precision over here. I think we're doing good.
It's making a lot. Now
I
the
know,
amount
I'm
that I have
excited.
made, we have those 3 fairly large. We have the trash can ruffled ridges. We have this box
The sweet and
from
low
the Sweet and Low,
and the ice
then this box from the ice cream. Now this, the total amount that we made was 3 gallons cement, Portland cement, 3 gallons of the peat moss, and 3 gallons of the vermiculite. So a total of 9 gallons of dry measure. And it's made this many boxes so far. So I think that was really a lot to get out of the one mixing. And that mixing, I do need another scoop, smallish. Am I gonna need to spray a little more water in there and to get the rest out?
No, I can get it out.
So 9 gallons of our dry mix. And again, that's 3 gallons of the cement, 3 gallons of peat moss, 3 gallons of vermiculite. Has made this many. And at this point, we've not run out.
Anybody need any?
Not right now.
What's the dog whining about?
She wants picked up by
Oh, she wants
TJ.
TJ to pick her up. Sorry. I need maybe about a half scoop. How are you doing, Jenny?
I think I'm doing good. Am I doing my edges okay?
I think they look good. There.
I hope.
Okay, how much do we have left? Should I search another bowl?
I doubt it.
We can make a ball. Is this up to...
Could I do a very shallow one, Jerry, or not?
It has to be a real shallow one.
Look at that.
That looks good.
Are you sure? Think it's good, TJ?
No.
Thomas. All right, I think I'm done with this one.
And then we just have to grab a bag from over there
Okay.
to wrap in.
Look at this.
Uh-oh, is your OCD kicking in, TJ? You're gonna have to get you some gloves on and perfect it. Now do you think all of these sides are even? Or do I need to build up a side?
I think this
Need
one.
to carve out some of the bottom.
Okay.
It's not even.
To put it into which side?
It's just uneven.
Well, see, when that's covered with soil, nobody sees that. All right, how about, I see something. Okay, Jerry, there's just a little bit left.
Yeah.
Okay, are you almost done too?
Yeah, I've brought a bag over for us to use.
Okay, I think that's good for mine. Okay, and let me get a bag. And how much is left?
About
Oh, you said you brought a
2
bag.
scoops, maybe.
Oh, she said you brought a bag. Oh, is this your bag?
It doesn't matter, you can use it.
Here's another bag. I don't know if that'll fit you. This would be
Okay,
more
does that
a big
look
one for
okay?
you.
TJ, you're OCD.
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay, want me to scoot yours?
Okay, I got a ball.
There it is. See, these ice cream buckets make a nice handle to carry everything with. Isn't that cool?
I think that's very useful.
And are you going to need another top for yours? I got everything sitting right behind you, Jen. Daughter Jane.
Do you think it really needs one?
It's just up to you.
Because it just needs to create a
little tent.
like a tent. So I think this will be fine.
So you think I shouldn't hold it by that handle right now?
No, 'cause it's gonna
Move it. How much more do we have? One more?
One more scoop, maybe two.
Did we pick
That'll
out
you can make that little green one.
this little green one?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oops.
All right.
We are going to go with one more small green one. This one came with a cactus in it. Oh, sorry. Okay, here we go.
Can you get one? You want me to help?
Sure. This has a very soft side, so
Is that going to be bad? Should we switch?
I don't think it's a problem. How much more do we have?
We're going to need another container. And I know
That's
the
pretty
perfect.
much it.
Jerry, you have a
Here.
clean hand. Will you spray this onto it for me?
I want to use this one.
Water right there.
I want to make this one.
Oh, you want to change?
Well, we're going to make this in addition. I don't
Oh,
think you're going to
okay.
have. I think that'll be a pretty shape.
Yeah, we're spraying. Bring that a little closer, Jerry. We're going to spray a little bit of water since we're late into our making here. And I just want to make sure it stays hydrated enough for us to shape it how we want to shape it. So we've got these two going. I need a leg under my table. What'd you say? It's all gone?
Yeah.
Well, I've got my water thing. I forget where it is. It's right over here somewhere.
Right here. See?
Yeah.
Dad has more if you need it.
I might need just one more scoop. One more small scoop.
He's getting it.
There. Oh, that should work. Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay, now if I can get this all even on the sides. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it. And then
Not much.
there's
So it's
all.
recording again.
Okay, maybe it did
Maybe for
the
that movie.
amount for that
For that
particular, like it only
section.
does 20 minutes. So if we can get these finished,
I need
we're
more
done.
spray. Yeah, that's better. There you go.
I need a little too.
Mother, you need more
No.
to build up your
See-
size.
See my little compressor sprayer there? It works perfectly for this kind. That's good. For this kind of thing too. So I'm not going to be able to go all the way to the top. Do we have more, Jerry? Should I try to take it to the top?
No, we ain't got none.
I thought we had some.
Just little scraps.
Okay. Well, then we'll just get that taken out. Our bowl, our entire mixer of 9 total gallons of dry stuff is finished. And I think it made us a lot of containers. And then I am going to try an experiment of coloring these simple gray containers. But that'll be in a separate video. So watch for that one. Make a ball. And I'll shape it into
I'll
a
make
ball. Okay, I think this one is ready. Are my sides fairly even?
Yeah, I guess.
I think I'm gonna call it on this one. And I'll put him, let me see.
What about mine?
I'm gonna press this down the middle of him because his sides are so soft. I'm afraid he may flop on me. So there we are for that one. And
Good.
look at that one. That's going to make a cute one for maybe even my watermelon rind succulent sempervivum that I got. Now let me put these in the bag. And that just about cleans her up for this Hypertufa marathon.
We're gonna do it.
And we're going to have a rock. Look at that. That's nice. We'll grow moss on that.
There's straight outside of this. Pushes down to that wall.
All right. We still have it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And let me see about one more.
Like an ashtray.
There.
Experiment.
Oh, that's cute. That could be for a little tiny new growth. I've got a couple little those button. I think it's called tiny buttons. That would be perfect with.
Jerry, that's what it's doing.
I think that'll be cute.
It's flicking a frickin' concrete.
Thank you, Jerry.
I think that'll be precious. All right, we used every last
So
drop.
we have every bit of it done.
Let me get that a bag.
So I hope you've enjoyed this. We have had a marathon, and how many did we total up?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 pots today. And we will show you all these on a later video. And again, I have a special coloring treat to try on that video. But thanks for watching.